Oh god, how can I do this? Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Season 9 NASCAR expansion. We have the trailer here, the first look. Let's have a watch.
These drivers have the opportunity to compete against the best drivers in the country. Do not miss this golden opportunity, my friends.
These guys want what you want. Show me you want it more.
Colossal stakes here, Bob. All these guys dream of becoming professional drivers.
Reach them and you'll carve your name into the legend.
This is it! The moment we've all been waiting for! Any driver still has a chance if the pit strategy is right. Oh my! Jimmy Wolf sends the Mustang into the wall! Between you and me, 6-1. Tonight, the champion will be a rookie.
Honestly, it looks insane. It looks really cool. I think when it comes to NASCAR expansions in games, I get really excited. I love NASCAR. I can't watch it, I've got to be honest, I'm an F1 guy, but I love playing the games of them. With a keen eye, I have noticed that they don't have almost lifelike liveries. They look like they have been kind of specialized for this game. And my brain kind of was feeling a little disappointed when I saw that at first. However, my brain also went back into logic. Of course they wouldn't have the full liveries for these cars, because they would have to get the copyrights to every company sponsor. It would make no sense for them to get McDonald's on board. It would be no sense that they would get every single company greenlit for the copyright. So it kind of makes sense. So they have their own liveries, which I think still look cool. From the trailer, we have the Ford Mustang NASCARs, and from another trailer, we also have the Camaro. So this is really cool. I kind of hope that we can get the Toyota Camry as well. That would be really nice. I do think the Camry looks really cool. I think it's one of the favorites for me. It looks like the championship's called NASCAR MotorFest Tour, which is really cool. And I spotted that you have Team Henson, which is really interesting. That could be the team that we're in, or the opposing team. We could be making our own team. This would be really cool. And I'm noticing some of the graphics we have up on here as well, where we can see the rival drivers. This is a really cool addition. I think when it comes to these things here, we get a little bit more of that NASCAR feel, which is excellent. I think this is a really good move from the crew. I think they've really paid attention to what we're looking for, and it gives the game a little difference. We have something completely different to what we already have in the game, so this is completely new, which I am so excited for. Okay, looking back on the footage, it looks like we're going to get full pit stops. I don't know if this is just for looks, for just the trailer, the first look, or if we're going to get functioning pit stops. I really hope we get a full pit stop where we get refueled and fresh tires. That would be really cool. We already have kind of the simulation of the pits, however, we don't actually get any interactions of changing of tires. That's fine, so this is really nice. I have one big thing. I got one big thing when it comes to this. With the new island coming up, we will have one stadium. However, does that mean we're going to have the entire playlist around this one stadium? Or are we getting a few more places that they're going to get road tracks? Or are we going to get a little bit more from this? Or will we get some hidden iconic cars? Though, I guess if we think back to what I just said about getting copyrights of McDonald's or even any other company that has sponsored any of the iconic cars, it might not make sense. However, if we could get something like the old school Monte Carlos, if we can get some of the old school 80s NASCARs, 70s, 60s, that would be really cool, and they could make their own liveries like they have for this. They've got a few of the companies there. You got Shell, you got WeatherTech, which is perfect, and I think this would be a really cool addition to the game. I think Season 9 is already shaping up to be a really good season. We've already seen a little sneak preview of the Playground Island, which is really nice, and we now have a better look into this trailer for NASCAR. We have the official NASCAR logo, so it's looking promising, guys. It's looking promising. Oh, Forza's already done this. Oh, yes, okay, Forza's already done this. However, at the moment, when it's come to the crew, even with this new track that we're getting, people saying it's like Hot Wheels, I think this looks nicer. It's just looking a little bit more professional. We don't get the ugly orange tracks. We get tarmac tracks. We get paved tracks. And it's looking really nice. And I think even with this NASCAR expansion, it's looking really promising. I am very excited to see what the crew does with this, and if they can add on to it, that would be really nice. One more criticism I have here is the damage model. Are we going to get something like the demolition damage model? That would be cool. NASCAR, let's just face it, some of us watch NASCAR for the crashes. The crashes are immense, they are iconic, and honestly, that is why a lot of people do watch watch racing like this, because the crashes are epic. If we get some nice deformation on the bodies, that would be really nice, like we have with Demolition as mentioned. It would be cool, because I genuinely do think that the crew smash it when it comes to that damage model on the Demolition. You have tires exploding, so you're running around on the rim. That would make sense for NASCAR. And then we can go back to the pits and we can get sorted. We can get new tires, and then they can try and fix up the internals. That would be really cool. However, because it's licensed by Ford, I don't know if Ford would like their cars being destroyed and deformed. But they allow them to do NASCAR, so I guess pot kettle black, it's a little bit of an oxymoron, if you will. However, it would be really nice to see if they can bring in that demolition model, because we need some cool crashes. We can record it, we can get some lifelike races going. But again, what could we expect from the races? Are we getting just this one circuit, this one stadium, or can we be going back to the racetracks, get some road circuits? I'm really excited to see what they pull out of the hat, because honestly, the crew has smashed it. They really smashed it with this trailer. I'm excited to see what we get with the races. I'm really excited for this one. I'm going to go back into a little bit more of Season 9 in my next upload. I do apologize. I've been really busy, moving, a lot of stuff happening, work, and I went to a car show over the weekend, which was great fun. But yeah, Season 9, it's coming really quickly, the 4th of March, which is next week now. So from the minute you watch this video, it will be 1 week today, and I'm excited. And yeah, I think that's it, everyone. I don't think I've missed anything, have I? No, don't think so. This is just a rambly video, so if you don't like it, I do apologize. I will be coming back with a little bit more. I'm scrambling to get everything sorted in due time. But thank you so much for watching, you lovely people. Goodbye, friends.